Hello, maayong hapon. Magandang hapon po sa ating lahat. Sa karon is we're going to discuss measures of variability. Under po ito sa ating statistics. So, measures of variability, focusing po tayo sa range and the mean deviation. So, first, we're going to define what is range. Define po muna natin what is range. Range is defined as the simplest measure of variability. Pag sinabi nating simplest measure, ito po ay napakasimple lang, no? And it's really easy to calculate. So napakadaling kukunin or isolve or hahanapin ang ating range. So in finding the range, we need to calculate the difference of the smallest score from the largest score. So ibig sabihin, i-minus lang po natin ang largest at saka yung smallest, and then we have our range na po. So meron tayong formula na R is equal to H minus L. So si H po, siya po ay si highest value. Si L naman po, siya po ay si lowest value. So tandaan po natin ang formula ng ating range. R is equal to H minus L, which is L is highest value and L is the lowest value. So let's have an example. So example number 1. So what is the range of the following group of numbers, which is 10, 2, 5, 6, 7, 3, and 4. So meron tayong 7 numbers. So pwede po natin siyang i-arrange either descending or ascending order. Pwede na rin po na hindi na po i-arrange natin. Depende lang po sa atin yan. So ang mahalaga lang po is marunong tayo maghanap kung ano yung highest value niya or yung pinaka-greatest value o pinaka-greatest number o pinakamalaking number at saka yung lowest number niya. And after that, kung alam natin yung lowest at saka smallest number, i-subtract lang po natin. No? So solution po natin, we have R is equal to H minus L. Formula po natin. And then yung highest value natin is 10 minus the lowest value which is 2. So therefore, R is equal to 8. So kaya meron tayong 10 minus 2 is equal to 8. So that is example number 1. So for example number 2, so meron tayong 10 numbers sa ating data. Pakisundan na lang po. 99, 45, 23, 67, 45, 91, 82, 78, 62, and 51. So hahanapin po natin ang range o isolve ang range. So balikan natin ang formula natin na R is equal to H minus L. So kahit di na po natin i-arrange, ma-identify na po natin kung alin dyan sa mga data ang may pinakamalaking number. So ang pinakamalaking number po dyan is 99. Ang pinakamaliit naman po kung makikita natin is 23. So meron tayong 99 minus 23 as highest minus the lowest value. So 99 minus 23, bibigyan tayo niya ng 76. That would be our range. So yan, example 1 at 2. Let's have another example. Example number 3. So find the lowest value of the given set of data with a range of 87 and highest value of 113. So dito sa ating problem is, ang given po natin dito is ang range and the highest value. Yung hahanapin natin is the lowest value. In case kung mayroong ganitong problem, ano ang gagawin natin? No? So kung ano yung mga given, yun yung ating i-substitute sa ating formula, and then hahanapin natin yung hinahanap natin. So dito sa example number 3, hahanapin natin si lowest value. So punta tayo sa solution. Solution natin is R is equal to H minus L. So si R natin 87, so isusulat lang po natin si 87 kasi si R is 87 eh. Then is equal to si highest value is 113. Ayan, isulat natin. Nasulat na po yung 113 minus L. Si L po hinahanap po natin 'yan. So interchange lang po natin, no? Interchange lang po natin ang ating given. So si L is equal to 113 minus 87. So ibig sabihin, si highest value natin babawasan ni range para makuha natin si lowest value. So ibanan si 113 o 87, so nakuha na to ang 26. So therefore si lowest value is equal to 26. So next, what if highest value ang problema? So dito sa example number 4, we're going to find the highest value of the given sets of data with the range of 105 and the lowest value of 45. So dito naman si highest value yung hahanapin. Pero si lowest value ay 45, si range naman ay 105. So ganun pa rin, write the formula. R is equal to H minus L. So R is 105, H then minus 45. And then transpose lang po natin sa kabila, sa left side, si 45 para matira po si H. So from negative 45, magiging positive 45. So 105 plus 45 is magiging 150. So therefore, si highest value or si H is 150. So any question po regarding po sa range, you can comment lang po sa ating comment section. So, tapos na po tayo sa range. Napuntahan po natin ang mean deviation. But before that, we're going to define first what is mean deviation. Okay, mean deviation, or at the same time, pwede siyang matawag na average deviation. The dispersion of a set of data about the average of this data is the average deviation or the mean deviation. So, ibig sabihin yan, gaano kalayo yung mean natin sa center or yung deviation natin sa center. So to compute the mean deviation of an ungrouped data, we use the formula. So meron tayong formula in computing the mean deviation. So MD or the mean deviation is equal to the summation, yung parang sigma yan, yung Z or E na baliktad. We have summation of, yung parallel po dyan, ang tawag po dyan is absolute value. Yan, absolute value. Ang sa loob po ng absolute value is meron tayong X and then minus the X bar or the mean. Basta may X bar, ang tawag dyan ay mean. Yung X naman dyan ay yung ating individual scores or data over N. Ang N kung ilang data po meron sa ating sets of data. So ito po yun. So MD is the mean deviation. Pakitingnan na lang po, sunod. X is the individual score, X bar is the mean, and N is the number of scores, and then some absolute value of the difference between the X and the mean, or the absolute value of the deviation from the mean. So yan po yung formula natin. Don't forget sa formula, mas maigi kung memorize po natin ang formula natin sa ating mean deviation. So in finding the mean deviation, we have steps here to be followed. Meron tayong susundin ng mga steps o procedure para makuha natin ang mean deviation ng ating data. Number 1, syempre, hahanapin natin ang mean. So basta pag sinabing mean deviation, hahanapin natin ang mean, no? So babalikan natin ang ating mean formula, which is X bar is equal to summation of X over N. Yung next, number 2 natin is find the absolute difference between each score and the mean. So after natin mahanap yung mean, hahanapin naman natin yung difference ng individual score and then the mean. Ibig sabihin, i-minus po natin and then hahanapin natin yung absolute value niya. And after that, that is the result. Then number 3, find the sum of the differences and divided by N. So yung difference kanina sa step 2, i-add natin lahat and then divide by N. That is our mean deviation. So for example, para klarado. So example 1, find the mean deviation of the following data. We have 12, 17, 13, 18, 18, 15, 14, 17, 11. So meron tayong group of data, and then first natin gagawin is we're going to find the mean for all the cases. So ayan, number 1 solution, find the mean, summation of X over the N. So ang gagawin po natin in finding the mean, add 12, 17, 13, 18, 18, 15, 14, 17, 11. I-add lang po lahat yan. So total is 135. Since meron tayong siyam or 9 na data or numbers na sa ating given, so ilagay natin 9. That's why meron tayong 135 as the summation of X over 9. Pag i-divide po natin, ang lalabas po dyan is 15. So tandaan po natin, meron tayong 15 as our mean. So next to that is we're going to find the absolute value of the difference between the mean and the score. Ayan. So ito yung x minus the mean. So may parallel lines po yan. Ibig sabihin, any negative numbers, pag nandyan po sa loob, pag ilabas na po siya, magiging positive. So yung 12 po, 17, 13, 18, yan po yung mga individual scores natin. Sir, saan po galing ang 15? Ang 15 po, yan po ang ating mean. Nakuha po. So, yung scores natin o yung data natin, babawasan ng ating nakuhang mean. So, halimbawa dito sa 12. 12 minus 15 is negative 3. Tama po ba? Negative 3. Since meron tayong absolute value, yung negative 3 po ay magiging positive 3. Okay, next. 17 minus 15 is positive 2. Absolute value of positive 2 is positive 2. 13 minus 15 is negative 2. Finding the absolute value, that is positive 2 na po, no? From negative, magiging positive basta merong absolute value. So, 18 minus 5 is 3. 18 minus 5 is 13. 15 minus 15 is 0. 14 minus 15 is 1. Although it's negative 1, kaso lang mayroon sa absolute value, kaya nagiging positive 1. 17 minus 15 is 2. And 11 minus 15 is 4. So, it is negative 4. Then, absolute value, kaya nagiging positive 4. Ito yung step ko natin. Step 3. Yan. Sa step 3 po, we're going to find the sum of the absolute value. So, i-add po natin yung 3, yung 2, 2, 3, 3, 0, 1, 2, 4. I-add po natin lahat yan. That will be our summation of the absolute value of the difference between the x and the mean. So, add natin lahat yan. Ang total po niyan is 20. So, makita nyo sa ating screen, meron tayong 20 as the total of the absolute difference. No? Meron tayong 20. So, yan po yung step 3 natin. So, after natin matotal yan, we're going to divide that 1 para makuha natin ang ating mean deviation. Okay, number 4. Kaya meron pa tayo ditong yan, solving for the mean deviation na. So, i-divide po natin or mag-divide na po tayo by n sa ating result sa step 3. So, ano yung result ng step 3 natin? We have 20 as the summation of the absolute value of the difference between the x minus x and the mean. So, 20, doon po yung kinuha kanina sa ating step 3. And the 9, saan po kinuha ang 9? Ang 9 po is the number of the data, no, natin kanina na in-add or the given number of data. So, 20 divided by 9, simply pwede tayong gumamit ng long division method o any method na gagamitin natin. And then, kukuha po tayo ng 2.22 as our mean deviation. So, sa ating math 8 po, sa helium at saka sa oxygen, so, dito lang po tayo sa 2 decimal places. So, hanggang 2 decimal places lang po tayo. Run off na lang po natin kung pwede po o hindi. So, the mean deviation is equal to 2.22. So, now you're going to try. You're going to find the range and mean deviation of 25, 19, 31, 26, 28, 30. So, hanapin nyo yung range at saka mean deviation following the formula and the steps para makuha po siya. And then, you can message me directly the answer or you can put it in the comment section. So, pwede kang mag-message sa akin, privately message sa akin, or pwede kang mag-comment sa ating comment section kung ano po yung sagot mo. Then, salamat.